Hello everyone, Mr. Flanders here, and welcome to what I hope is our last week of distance learning for science. This week we are going to be talking more about plants. Now I know we've talked about plants before. I know this because I've talked to you guys about my lovely plant Horatio here. And Horatio is still giving me a hard time, guys. He doesn't like his water, he doesn't want to eat the cheeseburgers I give him. Wait, do plants eat cheeseburgers? No, they do not. Good job remembering. Regardless, though, Horatio is just being, he's being stubborn. He doesn't want to grow, even though I give him water and all this stuff. But the good thing is, this week, we're not talking about old plants who just aren't trying to grow. This week, we're going to be talking about new plants and how they start out as. And, plants don't just exist. They aren't just green little things that show up here randomly like this. They grow. They grow from seeds. Okay? You got to make sure you take your seed, you put it in the ground, you got to water it, got to make sure that it's getting just enough sunlight. This is all stuff we've talked about before. But you've also got to remember, as it's growing, again, it doesn't look like this. It doesn't have leaves automatically. It's not automatically green like this. It takes time. It starts off as a tiny little baby, almost like a stick, and then it grows, and then it grows, and then it gets the leaves, and then it gets the flowers, depending upon what type of plant you put in the ground. But there's a lot of steps to it, and that's what we're going to go over in our science lesson in just a second. Before we go ahead and transition to our work, though, I do want to say I accidentally put in all 5 of our worksheets for science this week into the packet, and you only need to do the first 3. Okay? Only the first 3. You don't need to do worksheet 4 or 5 because we are going to be doing them in class Thursday and Friday. Okay? If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about that, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and go set up for our lesson about young plants. I'll see you there. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second part of our lesson where we are talking about young plants. If I could please have you write your name and the date at the top of the paper, I would greatly appreciate it. Today's date is 9/28/20. The 9 stands for September, the 28 stands for the day, the 20 stands for the year. And here's how things are going to work for science, ladies and gents. I am going to read you this passage about young plants, and then I will read you the questions and answers, but I will not give you the answers. It is going to be your job to circle the correct answer. Okay? Now, you might remember we were just talking about young plants and how plants start off as seeds, and you can see that here in this picture. Here's the seed right here. This is what it looks like as it starts growing under the soil. You can see that it starts growing roots, starts getting leaves, and we're going to talk about all of that in this passage. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about young plants. Most plants start as seeds. Seeds have hard coverings. They are called seed coats. As the seeds grow, the seed coats break. Then roots grow. Next, little sprouts come out of the top of the seeds. The plants pop out of the ground. The baby plants then become seedlings. The seedlings grow leaves. They will soon be grown-up plants. Very nice. Very nice. Number 1. The covering on the outside of a seed is called a blank. It is called an A, leaf, a B, seed coat, C, root, or D, sprout. I'll read it one more time. The covering on the outside of a seed is called a blank. A, leaf, B, seed coat, C, root, or D, sprout. Number 2. Which grows first? A, roots, B, leaves, C, wow, that was loud. Sorry, guys. C, sprouts, or D, seedlings. Which grows first? A, roots, B, leaves, C, sprouts, or D, seedlings. All right. Well, you guys are finishing that up. I'm going to go ahead and get running. There's still plenty to do before you guys are all here in class in the next couple of days. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll catch up with you later. Bye, everybody.